Maybe you can take about 2 or 3 minutes to give us a review of the things we talked about last Friday.
Praise God.
Yes, sir.
So we were able to cover just some few things, but very critical.
Yeah.
Number one, we said that you don't go to a church simply because it's near your house, because of it's convenient. You don't go to a church because you like how they sing, or just like you like the pastor who teaches or preaches there, because the church you fellowship is very critical, and it holds a very important spiritual bearing in our lives.
Yeah.
As regarding our spiritual walk with the Lord, and also fulfilling of destiny. So we're able to see that God gives us a pastor, or rather God gives you a pastor. He's the one who chooses a pastor for you. From the book of Jeremiah chapter 3 from verse 15, he says, I'll give them pastors. And he also repeats the same in the book of Jeremiah chapter 23. So God gives you a pastor. He chooses a pastor for you. And these are some of those things that you have to consider. Is God leading me there? Is it God, or is it just my emotions?
Yeah.
So it's a very spiritual thing that you have to take with a lot of seriousness. So you need to inquire from the Lord, you need to pray. And we were also able to see that, to tackle the fact that Paul had to labor with his hands. He went into tent making for him to meet his needs, and he says it expressly that these hands have been able to supply for my needs. But also we also saw that Paul did that, but we don't see that with Peter. We don't see that with any of the other apostles. So the reason why Paul did that was because he was neglected, especially by the church that was supposed to support him at that time, which was the Corinthian church.
Yeah.
He experienced neglect, and because of that he had to find other means of meeting his needs. So that's why he went into tent making.
Yes.
But that is not the original intent of God concerning a gospel minister or concerning a pastor. It's okay, there are pastors that are doing ministry, and they are also in the corporate world, they are in business, they are employed, which is very fine. But when one is in full-time ministry, then the ministry should be able to cater for his needs.
Yes.
The people he preaches to, the people he teaches, where he goes to minister, those people, God expects them to take care of their pastor.
Yes.
All his physical needs, financial needs, where he lives, accommodation, and all those things that are basic necessities of life.
Yeah.
And we saw that it is God's will to empower the people to take care of their pastor, or to take care of the servant of God. That's why Jesus asked the disciples, when I sent you without a bag of money, when I sent you without 2 coats, or without 2 pairs of shoes, kiatu, kitu ya kiatu imekuwa kwa anga ya Kenya sasa hivi karibuni, without 2 pairs of shoes, did you lack anything? And they answered no.
Yes. That
That means wherever they went, those people they went to preach to took care of them.
Yes.
So I hope that that does not that clears that debate of why can't a pastor do something else? Why can't a pastor have something on the side? Pastor's work is work. Pastoring is work. Ministry is work.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a calling doesn't mean that it's not work, because a calling is what one was created to do. That's a calling.
Yeah.
A doctor, that's his calling. A professor, that's his calling. A lawyer, that's his calling. So also pastor is a calling, but is also work. That is work. So that should clear that mindset that a pastor ministry, that's a calling. It is not work. A pastor should find work to do.
Yeah.
No, pastoring is work. We labor in the word, we labor in prayer, we do so many things. In fact, we do so many things even beyond what ordinary work hours allow, because a pastor can be doing pastoral work even at 2 a.m. He can do things that he's not supposed to do.
Yeah.
You see, when somebody needs a counselor, they have issues they have depression or what, they'll come to a pastor instead of going to a therapist.
Yes.
And if they went to a therapist,